first approach was my grandfather's box brownie camera, which I took this photograph.
Yeah.
Do you want me to show
you?
We
Want to see it.
Okay. This is a very in focus, very sharp. I was 9 years old in 1956. The composition's good. Come on,
yeah, I think so.
Good. It's a little blurred.
Just a little.
So I thought you'd like to see that.
Yeah.
In fact, it's a funny story because in those days you used to be able to just go into magazines.
Yeah.
And I used to go in the back door where Melody Maker and New Musical Express were. And there was another magazine there called Disc and Music Echo. And I used to go in, but I used to be too nervous to actually go in and put the prints on the desk. And there was a magazine office next door called Birdcage and Aviary, which is a monthly magazine for budgerigars and parrots, small birds. So you can imagine they didn't have many staff. Usually there was no one in there. I used to hide in that office. Seriously. I used to go, come on Michael, you can do this. You can go in, you can put these pictures on Melody Maker's desk. You could, And I used to get very nervous and I used to run in and I go, I've got some pictures, goodbye. It's true. It's actually true. And the phone rang and it was this magazine, Disc and Music Echo. And they said, we've got a job for you. And I said, I decided to quit.
Yeah.
And they said, no Michael, you should do this shoot. And I'm like, no, I've tried so hard and I've failed, But anyway, Judy Noakes was her name, wonderful, God bless you Judy. And she just kept on, and I said, well who is it? And she said, it's Mick Jagger. that's
I know.
So I could be doing something completely different. I toured with the band in 1973 for the first time in Europe for 6 weeks. Not continuously, but in those days you used to have to run home to process your film.
Yeah, it's not like today.
No, exactly. So and then really I worked with them off and on for 17 or 18 years, doing a lot for them, and I still have a good relationship with the office. They've just done a book of my pictures of the 1973 tour for a limited edition box set. It's vinyl, lots of other things in it. So I photographed Keith in his home in New York after the drug bust in Toronto. Do you remember that? When he was in very serious trouble in Toronto in 1978. Anyway, I waited an hour and a half. I went to his house and I waited for an hour and a half. And Anita Pallenberg was there, and suddenly he burst down the stairs and said, "Hello, mate. Would you like a cup of tea?" Which is not really what you expect Keith Richard to do. But he didn't have trouble making the tea. I do remember, and the security guy, who I knew very well, actually ended up making the tea. And he was very sweet, and Keith's always been, I've hardly, I just saw him a few times after that. And he's just always very, very sweet.
Yeah.
It's really, not much different to how you picture him. But it was difficult to approach him in the 70s, in the early 70s, because I think it's no secret, he was not always 100% there. I missed the punk thing here also.
You missed the
punk. It didn't really take on quite the same way in America. So I was photographing, more mainstream stuff. Like I toured with Peter Frampton when he had that incredibly big selling album. I worked a lot with the Bee Gees, and people said, "Oh, this band's playing," and it was Mick Ronson, John Cale, Patti Smith, from the Loft. Who else was someone else? I can't remember. It was just jamming. Amazing, And it didn't really hit me at the time Because,
Yeah.
oh, I know it, and David Byrne from television, from not television, from Talking Heads.
Talking Heads, yeah.
I think it was David Byrne. Anyway, royalty in New York at the time, and of course because I wasn't so familiar with them, I knew Patti Smith, of course, and I knew John Cale, of course. I don't mean personally, I mean I knew who they were. But when I look back, that was an amazing band. It's incredible. I only recently discovered them actually.
Yeah.